Hello! So I basically just shot a video about my first DMT experience and I felt called to make this video that will basically be about responsible psychedelic usage. As I've said, psychedelics have been major allies and guides on my soul's journey as a human, and I know they can wreck and destroy some people. I've always identified as kind of a psychonaut, meaning explorer of the psyche. I have a bachelor's degree from Ohio State in psychology. I've been studying psychology, mentalism, mental health, relationships for basically all of my life. And I am by no means perfect. It is from my shortcomings that I even go to study this, because I'm like, whoa, I can improve so much on communication relating all of this stuff. So that's been kind of my magnum opus, my life's work so far. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video about the responsible usage of psychedelics, just some stuff that's coming up. By all means, do not break the law. That's a big one as well. So tip number one is just to, whether you're tripping or not, life's a trip, life's a journey, and you want to have lots of water, and drink lots of water. So here we go. Bottoms up. For real, just drink lots of water, have lots of water. It is life. It's a connection to source energy that you are. So it's at any point in the trip you're getting scared or sketched out, just feel free to return to drinking water. Also, a grounding technique is to return to your breath. If at any point in the trip you're really scared, honestly, I've never had an experience that through conscious breathing I couldn't chill out from, you know what I mean? It's a metronome, heartbeat, heart center, just inhale, exhale, no matter what stimuli is going on in the background. Just having that inhale, exhale can be so healing. Another tip, trick, advice for responsible psychedelic usage: if you're wanting to get really far out, you can have what's called a trip sitter, which is basically someone who's not tripping, who is there to keep you safe, secure, keep your basic needs met and stuff like that. This can be a friend, this can be, hopefully it's a friend. Hopefully you don't have to pay them. You can maybe have a group of people, you take turns or something like that. But I remember one experience I had. I was in this trip, and trauma from when I was a teenager and living with my stepdad and some dysfunctional stuff, this was all coming up, and I straight up projectile vomited. I was literally purging my demons out, and I was just bleh, all in the home that I lived in. So it was I was witnessing it on all these levels. On one level I was whoa, I'm releasing so much of this stuff, this is cool. And then on the other hand I was there's a cat licking up my vomit right now, what do I do? And I was kind of in this loop of I was releasing, everything was perfect, and then on the other hand it's there's a mess being made and it needs to be cleaned up. And I can see how that could have been a kind of an unpleasant spiral, but I was with people who were literally cleaning up my puke, and I felt the most tuned into friendship and camaraderie and sacrifice in that moment, maybe more than any other moment in my life, or that's what stands out at least. But yeah, love is someone cleaning up your puke as you're purging your demons out to become lighter. You know who you are. And thank you so much. And yeah, trip sitter, just people in the space to hold space for whatever is going to come out, especially if you love and trust these people. That's kind of very important, so you're not tripping on being, not self-aware, self-conscious. I mean because at the end of the day, I was releasing some heavy toxic stuff and it came out as puke. So don't be there's another one, if you're tripping, don't be afraid to puke and release. That's why you're getting into that space. By all means, release, let it go and stuff like that. Another tip, Another tip to have a responsible, gnarly trip is to set clear boundaries and intentions for your trip. Again, life is a trip, so this applies to life in general. You're entering the space, you're taking in a substance, whether it's food or drink or whatever. You want to have a clear intention of like, whatever. I want to heal, I want to know, I want to be, I want to grow, I want to have. Your intention is subjective, but it helps the medicine if you set an intention of what you're trying to do. So my intention for this video is to share tips, tricks, and ideas to help people have a more balanced and harmonious trip, whether on psychedelics or not. My philosophy is like, life's a trip, it's trippy, main. Anyway, setting clear intentions is helpful. Also setting boundaries. So basically, I have dabbled in the spiritual plane before, where I've opened portals. I don't know if you've seen Stranger Things. It's not on like the movie level of like open a giant portal, but like open portals to other dimensions and like scary stuff coming out. Like, I'm scared, I'm running away. So these experiences have impacted me. I've healed and grown so much from them. I would never change anything, but I know the importance of boundaries, especially in the spiritual plane. So if you're dabbling in stuff, you can be it's your experience. You can take control and be like, listen, I want to experience X, Y, and Z, and anything outside my here's my limit. So I encourage you to like get outside of your comfort zone, of course, but tune into like whatever forces you play with, like higher self, your God, your whatever, and be like, listen, I'm feeling kind of extra vulnerable here. Maybe like we don't go as far into this, or like I'm feeling super open to shadow work, like rip open my psyche right now. I want to stare my demons in the face. You know, like if you're on that, good for you. Like I said, worst case scenario, tune into your breath, which is like spirit, source, cosmic, like that, you know, and like get tuned back in if stuff gets overwhelming. So we have drink lots of water, stay tuned into your breath, maybe have a trip sitter or trip with people you really love and trust so they can help hold space for your healing experience, set intentions and boundaries. And another thing is to just have like minimal expectations. Like, don't just keep a super open mind to the experience. You might see stuff, you might hear stuff. I know in like culture it can be like, oh, you're crazy, or you're schizophrenic, or like whatever, but there's just a lot going on, and like if you change your frequency, you can access different channels, so to speak. So that's what's happening. Keep an open mind. Don't try to think and process everything that's happening in that space. I would say hold off on processing what has happened. Maybe years later you're processing what happened, but when you're in it, just like breathe and witness and be in that, because you are choosing to go there. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're in control. And yeah, just like go with the flow and don't forget to breathe. Those were some of my trip tips, whether you are sober as a gopher or getting high off breath work. Like, there are very legal, legit, natural ways to alter your consciousness, and that is what I'm talking about. Again, by no means break the law. We are exploring altered states of consciousness in super legal, ethical, natural ways. So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope this can bring peace of mind to anyone who might be not having so much peace of mind. Support to all you psychonauts and cosmic explorers out there. Keep doing the work, and ultimately this is your journey. You're responsible for your heart and soul, and I hope that you can be proactive and do this work so that when you die, it can be a very empowering experience, and you're not all like, I'm scared, I need to reincarnate and forget everything. You know, we want consciousness expansion. So yeah, I'm gonna pop off here. Safe travels and stay lucid. If you like videos like this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can go to Patreon. If you can support me on Patreon, I'll be able to do more of these videos and have higher quality videos, so that can be cool. But yeah, love you. Peace.